Evening all. So I'm back again. Um, let's see, housekeeping. Uh, Ben Wade Golden Walnut smokes quite well and just enough weight to be a clincher without getting too heavy. So very nice. And I am smoking something called Bosky Reserve, which was the first blend the local stag tobacconist custom blended to try and come up with their own really from scratch blends of their own. So it's not bad. It's got a nice nutty flavor to it. Um, a bit too moist for me. I've got to dry it out a ways, and that means like 3 to 6 hours of drying, because I do tend to like on the drier side to get the most flavor out of the tobacco for me. So but this one is good. I'm enjoying it. Just the drying time is a pain in the butt, and I'm working on something for that. I'm putting together a humidor slash tupperware where I dry out my tobacco and then I put it into the humidor um, and seal it. So hopefully it keeps it at that level of moisture and I smoke it during the week where it's dried out some. So we'll see if that experiment works or not. So a couple of things I thought I'd share tonight. Um, thought I'd just show. Here is an example of a stem with moderate teeth chatter in it. And the way I do it, and it works on even much more teeth chatter than this. I don't know if you can see. There we go. That teeth chatter in there. And I've already started on it. But this is something you can definitely easily get out. And I pick up at the grocery store some nail files, kind of thing my daughter and my wife uses. And they tend to have a kind of a smoother and a rougher. I would guess this one here is probably somewhere like 800 to 1,000. While this is probably 600, maybe 4 to 600 in grit. And pretty much just using these two, I'm able to get out probably a good 90% of all teeth chatter. Then at that point, depending on what I'm looking at, I either will take it to the buffing wheel to finish it up, um, or I can use the micro pads to go ahead and finish the polishing up. Just depends on what I'm in the mood for and what I think it needs. So for those of you who got teeth chatter out there, like I said, either like that or even worse, you know, these things are like $1 a piece, and it's really not a lot of work to get that out. Then you polish it up, and you pretty much have a looking like brand new stem. So we ought to be something someone else out there can try, rather than living with a stem that maybe looks like crap. The other thing, kind of a problem I've been having. My daughters tend to buy me Zippos for like birthdays and stuff. So I have several in different kind of cases like that. The trick is though, I got two others around here somewhere. The Zippo fluid gives a god awful taste to the tobacco when you use it in the lighter to light up. So a couple of years ago, I switched over to the Zycar inserts. And first year or two was great, no problem. Um, Last year or so, though, I have had major problems, all four of them. And this particular one, this is a replacement insert. It's not even a month old. and I've cleaned them all. I've done everything that can be done with them, and I can just flick for the life of me, and it's not going to light. And even if I listen, I can hear the gas coming out. It does not light. Some of them I can't even hear the gas. I sent an email to Zycar explaining the issue that sometimes I can hear gas, sometimes I can't. And new flints, everything, flick it, does not light. I thought I was relatively coherent in my email, and I get a response for them with directions on how to fix the spring in the lid, which has nothing to do with the problem I'm having. So it was after that I went ahead and I took all the 4 apart as much as I could, cleaned them, made sure everything seemed to be functioning. Same problem. So I talked to a gentleman I know, and he suggested if it's on all 4 of them, maybe it's whatever's common between the 4, other than Zycar. Um, and I've been using this, or I'm sorry, they're Thunderbird inserts. Had the name wrong. I apologize. So, but I've been using this Zycar High Performance, which is all that is sold at my 2 local tobacconists. So he's recommended something called Whip It. I think that was the name of it. Yeah, which is available, it's like on Amazon. So I'm going to order, it's like 3 tubes for $22. And he says he has found that to be even a better quality than the Zycar fluid. And hopefully maybe that'll work. If that doesn't work, I'm going to have to, I don't think there's much other companies that make inserts. Just put these on the shelf as decoration and find something else, which will be a pain in the butt, because my kids like it when they see the cases that me lighting them, because that's what they got me for my birthdays. So either that or go back to matches, which has its own headaches to deal with. So we'll see how that goes. But kind of like I was saying, $2. That's pretty much good enough to get out almost all teeth chatter off stems. So works quite well. And like I said, these 2 I'm using, these are off 2 Savinelli Oscars I'm restoring. And, here's an example of this one had teeth chatter worse than the one I showed you. And as you can see, it is all gone. So it's definitely worthwhile doing. Like I said, $2 ain't too bad. So that's kind of me for the evening. I am going to light up again. I'm down to using Bics because I used up all my matches. And going to probably just read a book and listen to some music for a while. So you all have a good night and a Merry Christmas if I don't talk to you all before then. Evening.